Aloha everyone! Welcome to Moon Day Mondays. I'm Kahu Oni.
Aloha, I'm Tasha.
And today we talk about anything that symbolizes the moon, whether it's intention, affirmation, intuitiveness, or anything to do with the divine feminine and thereof. So, girl, last week was the election.
Yes.
Wasn't that crazy?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are still in that moment.
Yeah, kind of like now it's like, okay, we know what happened, and now we're kind of like, okay, good. Yeah. So speaking about that, what is our topic of conversation today as far as the topic for Moon Day Monday?
Letting it go.
Oh gosh, that is a huge one, especially around this time. Which, first of all, I gotta say, I'm glad we're out of Mercury retrograde.
Yes.
I'm glad the month is done of 2 full moons.
Yes.
Okay, even though I love my full moons.
I love my moons too.
And then, okay, the veil is starting to get back up to where it needs to be, where the spirits are not knocking on your door anymore. So as far as letting go, okay, so one of the things that I think about letting go is like situations like this, when certain things might not go your way. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, once it happens, it happens. Yeah. And the best way that I view it is by letting it go, by just dealing with it, finding the best outcome you can do. You know, to move through. What do you think about letting go?
I think letting go is it's hard for a lot of people to do because they feel like if they let go, they're gonna miss out on something. Mm-hmm. Or and letting go is it's a big process for anyone to go through, especially if you don't understand what it means. Mm-hmm. I know that I had to let go of some situations in my life that no longer served me purpose. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't mean that I'll ever forget about those. Right. It just means that, you know what, I'm going to let it go to let it prosper or do whatever it needs to be done. Mm-hmm. And it for the to better myself or to better another person or to better the situation. Mm-hmm. I feel like letting go is so important to learn. Mm-hmm.
And along with that, especially for healing.
Yes.
You know, by letting go, you allow the energy not to control you anymore. Right. You know, when you're holding on to stuff, you're allowing that power to take over you, and you're not able to, like how you say, move forward. Yes. And by letting go, you can move forward and continue on with your life, because energy is always moving. So you're either going to move forward or you're going to move backwards. So it's all up to you on how you're going to do. Right. And speaking about healing, girl, we got some tea, girl. You want some tea?
Yes, please.
Oh my gosh, flip your cup on over. Yes. This is our wonderful Guard Me green tea. We just brewed some up right before we're doing this situation. Okay. So I figured let's pour some tea while we're talking with you guys. Yeah. So that's a very important thing I do feel. By letting go, you're allowing yourself to heal. Yes. Yeah.
And healing is so important, because if you can't heal from a situation or a issue that you've been dealing with for lifetimes, you're just going to keep repeating yourself and repeating yourself, and you're going to just get stuck.
Yeah, and that cycle is no fun.
No fun
at
not.
all.
Been there, done that. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. So, along with the subject of letting go, we're going to do a reading, of course, for the week. So, we have, what card deck do we have this time?
Today we are using Magical Messages from the Fairies.
Oh, she loves her fairy deck. Yes, she does. Okay, so again, Tasha's going to shuffle, and then she's going to pick a card, and we're going to do a little reading for the week to see what messages that we need to know, and that'll help us for this week. Yeah. So we'll just allow her to shuffle, allow her to vibe, and pick the card that the spirits are telling us that we need to know for this week.
Keep shuffling. Okay. Connect with nature.
Oh, that's a really nice one. Connect with nature. Okay. So connect with nature. I'll do it like how I normally do. Okay. Connect with nature. You're rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. Okay. This is what's coming to me as I'm being guided for this purpose. Is that when you go into nature, you're actually kind of stepping away from the world, the civilized world, I guess you could say, because nature is raw, right? But because we are part of nature, it's a part of us. So in other words, this week, go take a walk in a park, go to the beach, go somewhere where you can kind of escape or get away from the monotony of everyday life, especially if you're living in the city, especially if you're working all the time and you don't have time to take for yourself. And I think that's one thing this week we need to do.
Absolutely. And here we are. We're connecting with nature as we drink our green tea, herbal infusion.
That is another way. That is another way to have some tea. Go drink some tea, pour yourself a good cup of tea, and just enjoy time by yourself. Go outside, sit on your lanai, go outside in your yard if you have one, or whatever it may be, you know. Yeah. Just go spend time.
Yeah, it's so important, especially in this time.
Oh yeah, totally.
You kind of need to get out there, and because I feel the energy of what's happening around the world, and people are getting frustrated with each other because of our own opinions.
Yeah.
Which we have to remember, it's our own opinions,
yes.
And it's okay to have that opinion.
Yes.
I just want to put that out there because we see a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. While respecting the opinion of others.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody has their opinions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mother Nature can just help you kind of reflect, deflect, just be at one with yourself.
Yeah. So that's the reading for the week. So remember, let go of what doesn't serve you, embrace of what does. And go out today or whenever you're seeing this video and enjoy the outdoors. I'm Kahu Oni and this is Asha, and we'll see you on the next Mondays. All right, aloha, ahui ho.
Mahalo.